Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Go. First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Here's 2nd and 2. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 13. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Play action. Here's Penix. He's got it over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to the...
And he's in! It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons finish off an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown! What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, He had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and 4 coming up now. Henry with the first and still going. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
These runs, you get maybe a couple of them a game, right, Kate? He breaks that one, and we see him start the foot race. I think we were all rooting for the touchdown just a little bit. That's the type of effort that deserves to finish it in the end zone.
To the air now on first and 10. Complete, Derrick Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. He'll throw it. This one falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Shotgun now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Come on, set.
Penix here from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at first down here. Here's Robinson up the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, You can be a Pro Bowler.
On second down, Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Okay, ready.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Set, ready. Go.
Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Go. Set, go.
Robinson on the inside give. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Here's Penix. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first. Now the give for Bijan. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Penix on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Robinson. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Set. Check go.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons hoping to take a lead going into the break. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Penix on 1st down. Into the hands of Pitts. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. David Ojabo making that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Now. Hut.
From the 46. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready up. Set. Go.
From the shotgun, Penix finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Motioning the tight end now.
Set, go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Set. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Man in motion, out of the slot. On 1st down, here's Penix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Ravens might be able to get some points late after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They go play action on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st down, ball at the 36. Running once more with Henry. He finds some space again. And he's down to the 42-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Another run for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Trying down the middle with Henry. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That one gains 7. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This is Henry on 2nd. He's able to drive them forward into the red zone. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Henry. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A run here with Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. That one intended for Drake London, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Let's go.
Penix looking to pass. Finds his target, Robinson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Come on, set. Go.
Here's Penix to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll run it with Bijan. Has a lane inside the 35. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Here we go, here we go.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That one's incomplete over the middle. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Penix now. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons start the 2nd half with some needed points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. There he goes on the right side. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Go.
Penix now on 1st down. Got it, man. Robinson has it. There he goes again. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now a give running right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He'll take it from the 1. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Falcons will have plenty of work to do on their next drive.
Let's go now.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Here we go.
Penix working from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. An option give to Robinson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Penix here from the gun. Finds London on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go, set. 18 Rattler. Take go.
From the 43. Fits it through the middle. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Penix now to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
We'll give right side to Henry. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
On first down, they'll run. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going with King Henry here. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Let's go.
Here's Henry. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. They're lining up for a field goal. Don't need the points, but it seems like they just can't resist. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a 1-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
And with Brock...